A good girl survived by bleeding it out. A promise was made over me, not to me. My life signed away in a man's destiny. Stone walls heard what no one would. My prayers rotted where I stood. I learned how to breathe under blame, how to smile while swallowing flames. They mistook my stillness for defeat, but wolves don't howl when they're learning teeth. I am not your burden, not your bride, not your mercy, not your lie. You forged a ghost, but I lived through it. Now I speak with a tongue of fire. Every sextant or rescue can. I rise, I stand from ash, I come. You lost control the day I chose the name of my own. The claw, I gave my body to survive, but I kept my rage alive. Counted nights by broken oaths, by hands that took, by mouths that closed. If gods were watching, they looked away, so I learned how to curse and pray. They said endure, they said be still, but silence is a weapon that kills. I am not your burden, not your bride, not your mercy, not your lie. You forged a ghost, but I lived through it. Now I speak with the tongue of fire. 316 the risk again. I rise, I stand for my shackle. You lost control the day I chose the name of my own. Broke the lock with truth and scar. To every woman taught to wait while men decide her worth or fate. Your anger isn't sin or flaw, it's the oldest form of law. You don't need permission to burn, you don't need forgiveness to learn. When the world is built on your bones, you have the right to overthrow thrones. We are not your burden, not your brides, not your mercy, not your lies. You forged us ghosts, but we live through it. Now we speak with tongues of fire. Increase, extend, or rescue. Can we rise? We stand from ash again. You lost control the day we chose the names of our own. Write me as a warning or a monster in your lore, but remember who was silent and who couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, the she dreamed in gold, soft as thawing spring. Believed that love was something even war could not unstring. But kingdoms breed on envy, and heroes die too young. His blood steamed in the winter air, a saga left unsung. They watched for a breaking, waited for her knees, but sorrow froze inside her veins and hardened into tears. Rising in her will. The fire tried to claim her. The fire failed and licked her ribs and crowned her pale. She walked through ruin on a sail. The woman the fire could not impale. Tell the daughters, grief is not the end. Sometimes it is the blade you learn to bend. They traded her like silver, a treaty dressed as vow, placed a tyrant's ring upon the hand that trembles now. But trembling isn't weakness, no, it is the storm contained, and every forced submission is a rebellion chained. She learned how monsters slumber, how patient vengeance grows, how silence is a language only the betrayed ones know. Motherhood did not make her gentle, it made her vast and wild. For no one fears a wounded queen like one who mourns her child. The fire tried to claim her. The fire failed, fed in her sorrow, still she prevailed. From ash she rose, feral and veiled. The woman the fire could not impale. Tell the daughters, your voice is stone. Break every crown that calls you own. A noun, unruled, unburied.
History will name her, savage men will spit her name. But myths are often written by the ones who lit the flame. What is cruelty, what is justice when your world has been erased? Tell me, is it sin to answer devastation face to face? She became the blade, they feared the reckoning they bred. For when they made a grave for life, she chose to rise instead.
Sing for the women buried in footnotes. Sing for the throats turned mute. Sing for the brides of violence offered as tribute.
Let every quiet fury crack the mountain, steal us through. There is nothing more immortal than a woman who outgrew the cage, the script, the lie. She was not made to survive, she was made to defy. The fire tried to claim her. The fire knelt before her wrath, even iron melted. They forged her in agony, still she did not yield. Now every step she takes is a battlefield. Tell the daughters, when they strike your flame, burn so bright they forget your name.
Some women are not meant for softness, some are born carrying night. When the world attempts to end them, they become its ending. on a mountain made of light. A Valkyrie was left at night, wrapped in fire, wrapped in pain. They tried to bind her to their name. Burning wings, a judge of wars and broken kings. The gods betrayed her righteous will and cast her down upon that hill. A ring of flame around her sleeve, while lonely dreams began to bleed. They called her cursed, they called her wrong, and buried truth beneath their song. Her armor cracked, her spirit shook. The world she loved forsook her look. A promise turned to bitter lies, disguised as love in heroes' eyes. But fire doesn't only break, it shapes the steel that none can take. Beneath the ash her heart still burned, and every scar was something learned. She rose from far, unbound, untamed. They tried to steal her sacred name. Her brain held the burns where they conspire, crowned in iron, wrapped in fire. She stands for every silent soul who paid the price men never told. She is the storm they cannot quell, a goddess born from pain itself. But never owned, broken, but overthrown. They dress betrayal as a vow, placed golden lies upon her brow. A king will smile with silver tongue, while justice bled for what he'd done. Yet in the flames her vision cleared, no longer bound by what she feared. Each tear she shed became a blade, each wounded throne that she had made. She learned that silence was a chain, and that her rage could cleanse the pain. So when the fire licked the sky, she walked through hell and did not die. They thought the fire would kill her. It taught her how to burn. They thought betrayal would break her. It sharpened every word. They tried to make her kneel in shame. She rose and lit the world in flame. Born in sorrow, tempered in flame, marked by betrayal. Still she remains. She rose from fire, unbound, untamed. No man will write her fate again. Where justice trembled, she stood higher, crowned in iron, wrapped in fire. For every woman pushed aside, for every truth man tried to hide, her vengeance echoes across the sky. Brynhildr lives and will not die. Silent, not soft, not subdued. Brynhildr is fury and truth. graveyard of kings, where swords slept in stone, a daughter walked alone, not afraid of the dead, but of the silence of the living.
She was born from fire and grief, raised on bloodstained stories, a daughter with iron beneath her skin, haunted by forgotten glories. Men spoke her name like a curse, whispered, laughed, turned their eyes away, said a woman with a sword was sin, said she should kneel and obey. Her mother wept in the dark, told tales of a fallen lord, a betrayal carved into bones and a broken, buried sword. I hear the dead call my name, cold wind bites like steel. They say turn back a little flame, but I refuse to kneel. I am her Var, daughter of ash, born of sorrow, forged in wrath. I walk through graves, through iron and glass, and took my destiny back. Let the dead rise, let the bones scream loud. Let every king hear my cry. No crown owns me, no man chains me. I was never born to die. Oh, I am fire in a graveyard sky, a woman no throne can tame. They tried to bury my voice alive, but I rose and burned their name. She stood before the ghostly mound where her father's spirit lay. The air grew thick with war and rot, and night turned cold as day. Warriors laughed from beneath the earth, clanking shields and shattered crowns. Cursed her blood, cursed her birth, told her to turn around. But her heart beat like a drum of steel, her hands did not shake. She called for tarfing in the dark, for the blade she would take. I whispered to the silent king, my blood is yours no more. I will not be your suffering, I will not bleed on your floor. I am her Vard, daughter of ash, born of sorrow, forged in wrath. I walk through graves, through iron and glass, and took my destiny back. Let the dead rise, let the bones scream loud. Let every king hear my cry. No crown owns me, no man chains me. I was never born to die. Oh, I am fire in a graveyard sky, a woman no throne can tame. They tried to bury my voice alive, but I rose and burned their names. They said I was weak, they said I was nothing, a daughter meant to disappear. But she walked where no man dared, through death, through darkness, through fear. And I learned pain is not my cage, sorrow is not my fate. Every scar became my blade, every tear became my strength. I am her Var, daughter of steel, born of blood, born to feel. I faced the grave, the curse, the lie, and made the dead comply. Let the old kings tremble now. Let the silent stones proclaim a woman with fire in her
raised beneath a sword and ice. He said no hand will make you kneel. I believed his words were real. Then the stranger came like flame, spoke my destiny like a name. He took my hand, he took my shore, and I was not a daughter anymore. They called it love, they called it fate, but choice was something locked too late. My voice fell silent in the snow. No one heard me say no. Two kings sharpened their grief into steel. Two men decided how I should feel, and I stood between their pride and blame. A body, not a name. I am the curse that never sleeps. I wake the dead you cannot keep. Every night I call their souls. Every dawn the killing grows. You made me into endless war, a wound that will not close or scar. If I must suffer, you will too. I will make this pain live on in you. I am healed, I undo I watched my father raise his blade, watched the man who stole me stay. Both of them called out my name. Neither saw me in their shame. They never asked what I would choose, only what they had to lose. I was never theirs to break, but I was theirs to take. So when the first blood touched the earth, something ancient woke in her. If I could not end their war, I would make it last forevermore. Let them feel what I became. Let them choke upon my pain. If they turn my life to grave and bone, then I will never let them go. I am the curse that never sleeps. I wake the dead you cannot keep. Every night I call their souls. Every dawn the killing grows. You made me into endless war, a wound that will not close or scar. If I must suffer, you will too. I will make this pain live on in you. I am healed, I undo I did not ask to be your prize. I did not ask to hear them die, but no one heard my breaking heart until I tore the world apart. Now every night I raise the slain. Every morning repeats their pain. If I cannot live in peace or breath, then neither will death. I am the curse that never ends. I resurrect your fallen man. Every scream becomes my song. You will fight forever long. I was the girl beneath your crown. Now past she was told to keep. A bride in chains dressed in silver light, born for peace yet bound to the fight. Her name was whispered like a buried sin, taught to bow, taught never to win. Men spoke over her like she was air, a ghost in a crown they forced her to wear. And in the silence of the midnight tide, she tasted iron where her tears had cried. Every wound became a flame, every scar whispered her name. Oh, sea-room daughter of storm and flame, they try to break the vow you made, but sorrow turned to burning art. A queen forged from a shattered heart, she rose like fire from blood-red snow. A woman men could never own. Sea-room stood where silence was and took her crown without pillows. They called her gentle, they called her weak, bound of her voice when she tried to speak. Promised love with a dagger's kiss, turned her body into a war like this. She watched her sisters fall in chains, heard their screams drown in the rain. The halls of kings stripped black with lies, but still she burned behind her eyes. In the bones of night her spirit grew, every wound became something new. Where they buried her voice in shame, she carved her power in blood and flame. Oh, sea-room daughter of storm and flame, they tried to erase the vows you made, but grief became a battle hymn, a fire no man could ever dim. She rose like thunder, fierce and bright, no longer hidden in the night. Sea-room stood where silence was and wrote a name above their lost. And the Valkyries circle her crown, their wings dragging heaven down. They whispered, remember who you are, not the girl they tried to scar. Seirun laughed through tears of steel, no more will I kneel. She bled lightning, she bled fire, turning pain into divine desire. Oh, sea-grown daughter of storm and flame, they tried to bury the vows you made, but she became the battle drum, the reckoning that was to come. She rose like fire from blood-red snow, a woman no man could ever own. Sea-grown stands where silence was, the queen who shattered every law. And if they try to silence her name, the world will burn in holy flame. For Sigrun lives in every scar, in every woman who dares to war. They wrapped her in white like a beautiful lie, said you are the bridge where the bloodlines survive. A daughter of winter, quiet and pure, a promise the broken could never ensure. They gave her away with trembling hands, a heartbeat exchange between rival lands. Her name fell apart on a foreign shore. She was theirs, but never anymore. She learned how absence can hollow the chest, how love can be buried, but never at rest. They told her this is what good girls do, but good girls don't survive what she lived through. She was the peace they couldn't keep, a crown in the dark where the lost girls sleep. Thought her tears would make her weak, thought sorrow would silence what she could speak. But pain is a language she learned to use, a weapon sharpened by what she'd lose. She walked through fire with frozen grace, no fear left behind in her hollowed face. The girl they buried beneath their war was not the girl she was anymore. Her heartbeat returned with a different sound, not soft, not kind, but iron bound. They told her this is where you belong, but she belonged to herself all alone. She was the piece they couldn't keep, a crown in the dark where the lost her sleep. They broke her down to her bones, the broken girls built their own thrones. They took her voice, they took her light, but she came back louder in the night. Hear the ghost they made queen, she became everything they feared she'd be. They gave her away, but she returned, not as their daughter, as their queen. In halls of gold where the white birch grows, where the northern rivers sing, there lived a woman crowned in grace beside a shining king. His name was sung like morning fire, his laughter warmed the sky. But gods grow cruel when beauty blooms and fate begins to pry. She loved him more than breath of bone, more than the summer rain. But heaven listens poorly when women whisper pain. The spear was cast by jealous hands, the world fell dark and cold, and silence choked the golden halls where once their love was told. She held the sun within her arms, but ashes filled the air. The gods only felt the eyes, none entered her despair. They called it fate, they called it law, they said the world must end. But grief can turn a gentle heart into a burning brand. Oh, she was never meant to kneel, never meant to break. The fire in a widow's chest is more than gods can take. They buried him beneath the stars and thought her soul would fade, but sorrow forged a sharper crown from every tear she made. Let heaven hear the thunder now, let ancient thrones all shake. The woman they tried to silence is the storm they helped create. They placed him on the burning ship, the brightest of them all. A prince of light lay down in death while silence stood the hall. But no one asked the grieving wife what justice truly means. For gods will write their sacred laws on women's broken dreams. Her heart did not surrender to the quiet of the grave. Full of the deep becomes a blade when no one comes to save. And whispers spread through Asgard's courts of fury wrapped in grace. A widow with the burning gaze and thunder in her face. They thought her grief grief would drown her voice, that sorrow would erase. But grief became a rising tide no heaven could replace. The meek may bow, the weak may fade, but she would not be still. For every god who turned away would learn a woman's will. Oh, she was never meant to kneel, never meant to break. The fire in a widow's chest is more than gods can take. They buried him beneath the stars and thought her soul would fade. But sorrow forced a sharper crown from every tear she made. Let heaven hear the thunder, now let ancient thrones will shake. The woman they tried to silence is the storm they helped create. She walks through halls of broken gods, through kingdoms built on lies, where men call cruelty destiny and justice slowly dies. But every woman wronged in myth, every voice denied, is fire waiting in the dark for courage to ignite. She is not only widow now, not only grief and flame. She is the echo of a truth the world forgot to name. She was never meant to vanish, never meant to fall. The quiet ones remember most when tyrants build their walls. They try to write her into ash, her ghost beside his name. But sorrow forged a queen of night no heaven could reclaim. So let the old gods tremble now, let ancient kingdoms wake. The woman they tried to bury is the reckoning they made. And somewhere in the northern winds where morning rivers run, they whisper still of Nana, the widow of the sun. They told me grief was quiet. They told me widows should kneel. They told me women should forget. But the North remembers, and so do I. I was born where the iron winds cry, in the halls where the old ravens fly, a daughter of frost and bone, a woman carved from stone. They told me peace was a woman's grace, to bow my hair and veil my face. But I was never meant to pray, why wolves devoured the day. My love rode out beneath red skies, steel in hand, fire in his eyes. And when the battle's thunder died, they brought him home and said he died. His blood was cold upon the thread, the cloak still smelled of war and death. They said let time erase the wrong, but I had waited far too long. So I wrapped the cloak of blood around my grief, laid it on the shoulders of a coward chief. Said look at what your silence made of me, a storm that will not bend or bleed. Let the mountains hear my cry, let the north remember why. When justice dies beneath the crown, a woman burns the kingdom down. They whispered I was cruel and wild, a money wife, a bitter child. They said revenge would poison me, but silence is the deeper cruelty. For men write laws in halls of gold, while women bury what they stole. Our grief becomes a quiet grave, where truth lies chained and enslaved. But I will not be carved in stone, another ghost the crimson thread. The dead still whisper from the bed, and every breath the cowards take is another oath I will not break. So I wrap the cloak of blood around my teeth, laid it on the shoulders of a coward chief. Said, look at what your silence made of me. A storm that will not bend or bleed. Let the north winds hear my cry. Let the north remember why. When justice dies beneath the crown, a woman burns the kingdom down. They called me wrath, they called me shame. They said a widow should stay tame, but history is written in bones, and the nose remembers its own. If grief is madness, then let me be mad for every woman buried beneath a man's law. I will rise for every story they tried to erase. I will speak for every sister who bled in silence. I become the star. I left the cloak of blood around my grief, laid it on the shoulders of a coward chief. Said, look at what your silence made of me. A queen of rage, another reed. Let the old gods hear my cry. Let the raven split the sky. If justice leaves beneath the crown, a woman tears the tyrant down. They said a widow should forgive, but I am Hildegun, and the North remembers who spilled the blood. Once there was a woman who walked where kings believed only gods could stand. They called her curse, they called her witch, but the fire learned her name. She came with golden restless veins, a wandering seer in shadowed halls where silver thrones and ancient kings believed their laws could silence all. Her voice was strange, her magic wild, her eyes held storms the gods denied, and whispers spread through marble core. A woman should not speak of fate, so they wrapped their fear in holy words and dragged her to the pyre's gate. 3 times they lit the sacred flame. 3 times the witch began to burn, but every time the smoke cleared out, the ashes watched her rise again. She rises from the fire they made her bleed. From the lies of jealous kings. Every scar becomes her crown. Every flame they gave her only built her higher ground. They burned her once, they burned her thrice. Still she walks through ash and ice. They named her Gothic, gold drunk flame, a witch who poisoned sacred lands. But truth is dangerous to men who rule with trembling iron hands. So they called her cruelty justice, they called her terror holy law. But power born within a woman is the thing tyrants fear most of all. 3 times they watched the fire devour. 3 times they thought the witch was gone. could never